What's up, YouTube? This your boy Game for Daniel, aka Big D. Sorry about my voice, guys. So I'm a little under the weather. I'm sick. If you guys haven't seen my previous video, I did basically a ghost pepper challenge and like all types of spice challenge, taste test challenge that I did. I will leave the link in the description if you guys want to check that out. But either I am catching something and I'm just got like a head cold or whatever, or them spices really messed me up and it really messed up my throat. Because it seemed like after that, it seemed like my throat was irritated and all that. So either way, a little under the weather, not feeling good. But I wanted to make this video at least because I am excited about this. So I'm going to put my energy into this video. So I apologize for that, guys, for my voice cutting in and out. Anyway, so this is a awesome package. Been waiting 4 days now for it to come. Finally came today. So I am really excited about this. So I'll open it up and then go from there. Alright, so looks like it's nice and well packaged. I like that. I did buy this used, but I got an amazing deal on it. Alright, so first things first. Got it individually wrapped in here. So right here is the controller. Oh wow, and he did say it was in really great condition. The only thing wrong with basically the whole bundle that I bought is it's missing a cover. That's literally it. I can get a replacement cover for this easy. Other than that, it looks really nice, really clean. Looks almost brand new. And we'll get the other one. All right, so here is the other one as well. That is really nice. So it's literally like brand new. It's still got the stickers on it, everything. That is nice. Feels nice. Wow. And this circle thing is actually how it tracks your hands when you're in virtual reality. I believe there's like infrared that goes around that tracks your hands, because it can actually track your finger movements, all your fingers. All right, and the main event. All right, so right here is the Oculus Quest 2. Well, Oculus / Meta Quest 2. So this is the Oculus / Meta. It's so confusing now that they changed their name to Meta now. But this is basically the Meta Quest 2. So, literally in great condition. Looks amazing. Maybe just needs a little bit of wipe down. Other than that, it looks really good shape. So, the deal I got for this was literally, I only paid. So after they changed the name, so originally when it was Oculus Quest 2, it was $299, you know, brand new for the Oculus Quest. Well, after they changed the name to Meta Quest 2, it's still the same thing, they just changed the name. After they changed the name, then it went up $100 more. So instead of $299, it was $399, so $400. Well, I got this used off eBay, off somebody, really good condition other than missing a cover, which ain't a big deal. I paid $230 for this, for the whole setup. It don't have a charger or nothing like that, but no big deal. So I went and ordered me a charging station dock for it, and I went and ordered a Elite Pro head strap for it as well, because I hear that the stock strap that comes with it ain't the greatest. I mean, it don't really look the greatest, so I went and ordered a better head strap that would be more comfortable on my head. But yeah, wow, that looks really nice. So this is an all-out, all-in-one standalone VR. You don't need no PC, you don't need no console, you don't need anything to run this. You basically just turn it on, well, basically charge it first, and I think you get 2 to 3 hours of playtime with this. Charge it, turn it on, and you're ready to play. And what sold me on this is that I really wanted the PlayStation VR 2. It's new, just came out. So my first VR headset was the PlayStation VR.
It was like Christmas to me again. But this is my reaction. Like, I'll show you. Woo! The PlayStation VR came out today, and I was able to get it today. I made sure of that. I waited so long for this beautiful, beautiful work of art, man.
PlayStation VR was my introduction to VR. That was my very first VR that I got. Well, I heard PlayStation VR 2 came out and I have a PS5. Well, I wanted to get that, but $550 was not talking to me. But I really wanted it. Well, I seen that the MetaQuest 2 is literally half the price of that, and very similar comparisons to the PlayStation VR 2. So I looked on eBay, found a really nice deal, and that is what sold me on this. Is it's a lot cheaper, and it's all standalone VR headset. You don't need anything required, and the most important thing that sold me, it's all wireless. I can walk wherever I want with this. I can walk on the streets, in my living room, no wires, nothing, all wireless, and that is what sold me on it. So definitely totally worth it. Alright guys, so I am gonna charge this sucker up and give it a try. Can't wait. The only thing you gotta do is you gotta have, so back then I've looked up videos before, while I was shipping, I looked up videos about it. You used to have a Facebook account to be able to work this. Well, now you don't. All you have to have now is just a Meta account. So set all that up, basically do like the tutorial or whatever. It's 128 gigabyte that I went with, which I heard is plenty enough for a casual gamer. So this is 128 gigabyte, and it's got cameras all around it, and that's how it does the tracking of where you're at wirelessly. But I'm gonna give this sucker a charge and give it a try, and yeah, I'm not really sure how I'm gonna be able to capture video for you guys, but I'll try to figure that out later on, like as I'm going. But I will do a test on just like how it feels on my head. I'm really hoping I can wear my glasses with this, which I think you can. Oh, yo, it's vibrating. Yo, it just lit up. I think, yeah, you can see the trackers. See the trackers in it? Yep, those are the trackers in it. So it detected, as soon as I put it on my head, it turned itself on. Oh, wow, and it's got, okay, so it's got speakers right here that I can hear it. Wow, okay, so, my glasses do fit in this, which, thank God. I have to adjust this. But right now, it's, wow, that sounds fucking amazing. I know you guys can't hear that, but it's literally got speakers somewhere right here that I am hearing, and it just sounds so 3D. It sounds so 3D. I don't have to put earbuds in or nothing. I mean, I might have the options for that, but that's nice. And another thing that is awesome about this headset is it's got a mixed reality where I can basically like be able to walk around my room or outside or whatever, and I can be able to see my reality mixed with the headset, and I can see where I'm going without taking the headset off. And they're like, that's so cool. That's so like, I do not regret getting this. $230 for a MetaQuest 2, 128 gigabyte for an all-out virtual reality experience. So this is my second VR that I've owned, and I will be doing a lot of videos on it and my reaction, how I think of it, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love it. It's definitely an upgrade from the original PlayStation VR, which came out in 2016. So that's like 7 years I've had the PlayStation VR, and I finally upgraded to the 2020 Oculus Quest or MetaQuest 2. So can't wait. I will try to get my reaction on it a little bit, but I'm going to charge it up real quick and I will be right back. So just real quick, it takes a Type-C charger. You can also plug in your 3.5, I think, headphones right there. Then it's got a volume up and down button, and I'm assuming a power button on the side. But I want to make sure it's charged, so yeah, be right back. So it shows a little orange indicator that it's charging. So yeah, and I just have it plugged into a brick. I mean, it's supposed to be another Type-C to a Type-C, but it works this way. I have a charger for it, so yeah. And then obviously these take batteries, AA battery, one AA battery. Now here it lasts a long time, so I shouldn't have to be worried about that. Done now, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it off charge. Alright, so the Oculus / MetaQuest 2 is fully charged. It took about 2 hours to fully charge it. And then I think it holds up the charge for up to 2.5 hours. So you can get about 2 to 2.5 hours and then basically charge it for 2.5 hours. So, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not like the worst thing. Now, if it was like took 6 hours to charge, yeah, that'd be a little outrageous. But, you know, 2 hours, that's not too bad. So before I put the headset on, it's got a 90, I believe a 90-degree field of view within the lens. Also, speaking of the lens, it has 3 adjustable settings for each eye settings. So you can adjust the eye settings how you want it by moving it over. So right there, it shows the level. It's on level 1. Level 3. It's a little tough to move, but yeah, you can adjust the lens to your eye settings. You can also buy like replaceable eye protections, eye covers, lens covers, you know, stuff like that, which I will be getting later in the future. This is basically the basic head strap, like I said, and you can get the extra better one, which is the Elite Pro. It's like a better headband, kind of like how the PlayStation VR is. It has the dial on the back on the Elite Pro. But yeah, I do have one of those coming in the mail as well. So, and how you take these off, they just basically right off. The speakers are right there. It's basically 3D audio speakers, so you can be able to hear your games and hear the real world at the same time. So you can be able to multitask, who's with you in the room, talk to people in the room while you're playing your VR. And like I said, it's got the the mixed reality. So like I can be able to play my game and be able to see what's going on in the real world instead of taking off my headset. And like, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like a black and white color, sorta. So it's not in color, but it has that options for you to see what's going on in the real world while you're in the virtual world. It's pretty cool. And the controllers feel really nice. So these are the touch controllers, they're calling them. Buttons feel real nice. Oh my god, the analogs, everything feels super nice. The tracking is on the top right there, so that's why there's that band going around. The lens also have a better resolution display per eye. I'll put the numbers up here, but those are the numbers per eye. Way better upgrade than what the PlayStation VR does, as it has a very low resolution to it. And not even that, but these use lights, the track, and uses a camera, and it uses a converter box. You don't have to worry about this. It's literally just charge it, put it on, and you're ready to go. Where this involves like tracking with the lights, the camera, the processor box. Like, this is a mess. So coming from that to this, definitely an upgrade. The MetaQuest 2 right out of the box it's not a whole lot. It's not the most comfortable thing, and these head straps with the straps on it is a pain in the ass trying to find that sweet spot. I'm trying to adjust it. I'm trying to adjust it to my likings, and it's kind of hard to find it. Where the PlayStation VR is it's a lot easier, more comfortable. So I will say the PlayStation VR is a lot more comfortable. This one is kind of a pain with the head strap, and it's more heavy, front heavy, because everything is all inside here. So it's a little, I can feel weight pushing down on my head a little bit. But hopefully when I do the Elite Pro headband, hopefully that will improve that, which I will do a separate video on that as well. So right now, it's showing me to grab the controllers. And what's crazy, the audio on this sounds so crazy. And I can still hear myself talk, and I can still hear everything going on in the virtual reality. if I do this, cuff it, it's like a stereo, like a 3D stereo. Like, it's so hard to explain, but if I cuff my ears, it gets super loud. If I do this, it's just like perfect. I can hear myself and everything. So like I said, the field of view, I think, is 90 degrees, where the PlayStation VR, I think it's at 100 degrees. So this one has a more shorter field of view than what the PlayStation VR does. But that doesn't mean it makes it terrible. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my controllers here, my touch controller, and I can see, but wow, the frame rate is amazing. Wow, the frame rate just when I move. All right, so I'm gonna try to capture this if I can. If not, I'm gonna try to describe everything the best I can. I'm not really sure how I can video capture this, but I'm gonna try. And the controllers turn on right away as soon as I touch them, so it can sense. I can actually move my fingers. So me just putting my fingers down like that, I can see my fingers moving. But it's wanting me to adjust it, so set it up to English. You know, I need to basically set it up. This has it all in one, built inside, all the tracking, and it's all wireless, no cords. That is amazing. And this is way cheaper than the PlayStation VR 2, and this will give you about similar comparisons of what the PlayStation VR 2 can. Pros of what the PSVR 2 can do, and pros of the MetaQuest 2 can do. You know, so they're both different, but for the price that I paid for this, $230, that basically gives me the next level virtual reality. This is just crazy. So I'm setting it up. It's showing me right now, so I'm seeing right now that it's showing me that I can adjust the lens spaces if I have to, which I know that. So right now, I think level 3 is perfect for my eyes, because my eyes are kind of spread out. So it's perfect for me. Please stay seated for the setup. All right, so it wants me to sit down, so I'll go take a seat real quick. Right now, I am going through the tutorial of how to work it. I'm setting up the Wi-Fi for my internet, so I'm going ahead doing that. Notice I keep trying to reach for a button to slide it out because I'm so used to the PSVR where you hit a button and it slide. You can adjust the goggles. Where this one, you kind of can't. You can't adjust it. You'd have to. So this one is more of a pain trying to adjust, and the weight holding my face down, like this is holding my face down. So right out of the box, you kind of have to kind of like get used to that, unless you upgrade to the Elite Pro headband head strap. Also, forgot to mention, it is also important that you stay in lighting. You got to have some really good lighting going on in the room, because the camera around the headset got to have some decent lighting to be able to track where you're at. Where the PSVR, it's the opposite. It tracks better at night because all these light up and the motion controllers light up, and the camera has to depend on them light tracking, so it uses light tracking. So this is better at night, and this is better during the day. So trying to show you guys what I'm seeing in this, it's really hard to be able to tell what you can. It's hard for you to see what I can see, but this is me putting my camera on the lens. The lens do look a little scratched up, so that's a little worrying to me. Like I said, I did buy it used. But you can see right there are the touch controllers. You can hear the audio. And set this all up, and then I will get this further reaction of what I think of it. All right, so right here, this is the pain trying to readjust it back to where I had it. Wasn't really fitting well. So this is what, if you don't mind going through the struggle of adjusting this, that's kind of a pain trying to adjust, especially when you have glasses. I have to make sure my glasses get in there first, and then try to retighten it back using the Velcro head strap and adjustable straps. So right now, it's just showing me a video of the Meta Quest 2, how to use it. And actually, the volume gets pretty loud. I actually have to kind of talk loud to hear myself. So I have it all the way up. But it showed me a video about it. It's telling me about it. It did say to wear it inside. You know, inside only. But I'm sure you can wear this outside. But probably too much sunlight would hurt this. So right now, it's updating. The headset is updating right now. Alright, so as you guys can see right here, Meta does own Facebook. So you have to like set up your Facebook or whatever. But you don't have to. As long as you have a Meta account, you can be able to use the VR headset. Now that might turn some people down on that. But you have to have a Meta account at least to be able to do this. So as you see right here, I'm going to go ahead and continue as my Facebook. And I'm going to go ahead and create a Meta account. And here is the video. Yep. So that's the video basically. So this is like the meta world for the Meta Quest 2. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make my name Big D Rapper 2012. That's my Xbox name. So there we are. So right now I'm creating my avatar right now. So we're looking around. So this is like my VR room in virtual reality. Right here is my room, right here. So it turns on as soon as it detects your face, because there's a sensor right there. As soon as I put my finger on that sensor, kicks on.
Click the left side of the universal menu to open quick settings.
So right now it's in tutorial mode, but I'm trying to show you guys that I can see my room. Now it's all in black and white, so you can clearly see. Right here is the room. It's showing the controllers. So like, let's say we lose the controllers. Well, right here's the boundary. See the blue line? So there's a blue line. My boundary is right in that chair. I was sitting in that chair earlier. As soon as I get in the boundary, okay, as soon as we get in the boundary, we can get back into the virtual reality. So it mixes reality with virtual reality, and that is what's cool about this. I could see everything that's going on. Like, say my wife needs me, I wouldn't have to take off this headset. I can leave it on and still seeing what I'm doing when I help her, and I can still hear her and hear the game as well. So that is really cool feature about this. That is something the PlayStation VR 2 does not do. Now it does have a mixed reality when you first calibrate the PSVR 2, but other than that, it doesn't utilizes that throughout the whole time. It's only when you first set up your tracking for the PSVR 2. This, I can be able to look wherever I want, whenever I want, anytime between real reality and virtual reality. So I can go back and forth, and I can still hear what's going on in the real world and the virtual world and see. It's crazy. You'd have to see it to know what I'm talking about. I'll try to pop up a video of all this so you kind of get an idea, like just a random video, so you get an idea of what I'm talking about. But right here, this is what you're seeing, and it's crazy. You can see that everything is literally showing your whole room space and where you're at all times, so you don't get lost in virtual reality and like wonder if you're gonna hit something, hit a TV. You never know. You never know. So I can literally message people off my Facebook or my Messenger. So that's really cool. If I get like a Facebook message, it'll literally pop up in my Quest 2. And I can write them in my Messenger in VR. I mean, Meta does own Facebook, so therefore Messenger makes sense to be in here. I can also do voice commands. So like I can tell it what, like,
Welcome to voice commands.
and you can hear it.
You can use your voice to start parties, open apps, and adjust settings.
So I could tell it to adjust apps, settings, whatever. I'll enable it.
Here you can choose if you'd like to store your data to help improve voice. Now choose what voice you'll hear.
Alright.
Voices you can choose. You can always change.
Here's one of the voices you can choose. Double press the Meta Quest button like this. Go ahead, give it a try.
Alright, so I gotta double press a button to open up the voice command on the controller. And I also mentioned, if I'm moving my fingers around, it's actually moving my fingers in the... Even if I don't press the button, like, right now I'm pressing it. But if I don't press it, and I'm just laying my finger on the button, it's actually moving my finger in the virtual world as I'm doing that. Same way with my thumb. It can detect when my thumb is moving left and right when I'm moving it around. That's pretty cool. Night display. It has a microphone so it can hear me, obviously. Like, it's crazy. I can download apps through the MetaQuest app, download games through my phone, and it will transfer it. Long story short, now, the only thing is getting it off a little bit. That's kind of a see as it messes up my glasses. Long story short, this guy, if you can find it for at least 300, get it. Jump on it. I mean, 400, now that they raised the price 100 more for 400, it kind of defeats the purpose a little bit of getting this. But if you can find one for 300 or cheaper, definitely get one. You will not regret it. It's amazing technology, how far virtual reality has come. So this is definitely an improvement. I have not played a game yet, but there is one game I do want to get, and it's Resident Evil 4 VR. And you can only get it on this. So I'm going to mess around with it. I'm having a lot of fun. The battery's still holding up, but you do get like 2 hours of battery life. Till next time, I'm out this thing. I will do a comparison in another video compared to the PSVR and the Oculus Meta Quest 2. Okay, so you can also take photos and record gameplay inside the headset, so I don't need a separate video capture card. That's awesome. I can actually record videos along with the headset and store them on the headset themselves. That's pretty cool. Wow, this is just amazing. Like, my mind's blown. Like, how much technology is in this. And it looks very smooth in here, by the way. I should mention that. It's not like... So the PSVR, it's very low resolution, gets very blurry. This is very sharp and smooth in here. Not blurry at all. I'm out this thing. Subscribe. Peace.